Hey, what's up, everybody? Mogi Monster here, and welcome to Why the Fascination, or WTF as I like to call it. Hope you're all having a good night. How's everybody doing? Jimbo, what's up? Sandra Piper, good to see you. Mr. Lee, what's up, man? Stevie B, how are you, hon? Michael Haywood, how's it going? Hey, Wagon, you'll forgive me. I got a different setup. I had to put a bigger monitor in so I could split screen it so I can put YouTube up so I can control and see chat from YouTube side because I can't do dick on on the StreamYard side. Ben, what's up, man? Mr. Fritz, how are you, Jay? Good to see you. Hey, Charlie. Who else is in here? Ida Bustamante. How are you, hon? Hey, Neon Moon. I think we might have covered everybody. So Larry and those guys are from Sawdust Beast and Beast in the Woods. And everybody's over in LBL, man. It looks like they're having a great time, man. I watched their video. They're live. That was cool. Um, I hope everybody's safe and you know stay warm. It's gonna get cold out there next night or two, and I think you guys got some snow coming too. Sucks to be you. No, enjoy it. You'll have fun because it's gonna warm up by I think Saturday or Sunday or Sunday. I think it's supposed to start to warm up. Um, but yeah, friggin' sucks. People had to back out because of gas prices, which is a shame. They made all these plans when gas prices were still a little high but doable, and then all of a sudden, they shit happens and gas prices skyrocket. Stevie was supposed to go, but that was just a screw up in itself, man. She couldn't get the van, and then when they tried to get her a car and they reserved her a car and it wasn't there when she got there. So plus it's what spring break is starting now, so it's a little screwed up out there. But those of you who are on the road and headed there, be safe. And if you're there, have a great time. Wish I was there. Um, yeah. So Judy, how are you? Oh, how are you? What am I, Jewish all of a sudden? How are you? I can't laugh. Mr. Hugh, how's it going? Oh, it made me cry. Dave Stewart, what's up, buddy? How's Jersey? Feel like I missed somebody. Maybe not. Rosemary Andrews, hey. um, just another Thursday night, guys. Anybody wants to jump on tonight, I will put the link in chat. If you've never done it before, it's pretty easy. Just click on the link and follow the instructions. And if you don't want to be on camera, there's a stop camera at the bottom of the screen. You can just hit it and you don't have to be on camera. All I ask is that when you do come on is you turn off YouTube, which reminds me I have to turn YouTube on this side. This should be interesting. Oh, here we go. And now I have to immediately mute it. Oh, perfect timing. All right, so now I can just scroll that up. So yeah, if you guys see me looking here, that's where the chat is on YouTube. But I have it also right in front of me, but I can't. Oh, I got to put this on live chat too. Can't miss anything. Right on. Who else we got here? Big from Michigan out. Rob, what's up, man? Good show today. I enjoyed it. Interesting guest. He had a lot to say. Seemed to know a lot, but it's all speculation. But it was a cool show. Who else? Well, welcome, Grasshopper. I don't see anybody else new. Hey, Jen. Every time I scroll back down, somebody new pops in. I don't like where my camera's at or the way everything's set up. Kind of too late to change it now. Because I'm looking at the screen, but the camera's up here. It's higher. So it looks like that's looking at the camera, that's looking at the screen. Little quirks that bother me. Hey, chessboard, what's up, man? Although I just realized I can type, sort of. Oh wait, I can put. Never mind. Do I want to do that? I can put my laptop. No, I can't do that now. I have this big monitor in front of me, so my laptop is also in front of me, but it's on an angle, so it's not open all the way. Can't get my fat hands in there. Well, actually, they're not fat. In there to type, and if I put the screen up too far, I can't see everything. So I could put it in notebook mode and fold it over, but everything's attached to it. There's 5 different wires attached to this thing right now. So anyway. Oh, Mr. Hugh has smelly feet tonight. Woohoo! I feel sorry for anybody in your presence. I used 2, Mr. Lee. These 2. But my microphone was I just had to move it over. It's in the way. So it's just weird. I'll deal with it. Yeah, I'm babbling. So let me post this link in chat. I have to copy it first. There we go. Ta-da. Did it pop up? Okay, it popped up here. There it is. Gas went up $1 the last week. Yes, it did. It's kind of crazy. I saw somebody's chat. Somebody mentioned they were in Northern California, Silicon Valley, I think. $7 a gallon. That's crazy. My dad, he has 2 trucks. One's a full size F-150. The other one's a 07 Sport Track. It's the Ford Explorer. So it's got the bed on it, and that was in the shop for a while, and he just got it back, and he calls me up and he's like, "Oh, I got the truck back." And he kind of offered it to me, to use it. But I've been using his Polaris, and I don't want to use his truck because that Polaris kicks ass on gas mileage, So I'm content just driving around, in that side by side. Plus, it looks pretty cool too, Yeah, I feel for all you guys who have to, it's going to affect so much, airlines, Ubers, everything that, it's going to get out of control. Anyway, So yeah, I posted that in chat, right? Yeah. I'm trying to see the difference because I don't normally look at, I don't have both chats up. Mr. Lee, it's kind of always been expensive over there, man. I remember I was in Italy in 89, no, 89 or 90, and it was outrageous. I don't remember what it was, what it came out to, but I think it was like $8 a gallon. How's it going?
Hey, hey,
Nature Spirits all okay. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I heard you talking about gasoline prices, and instead of getting into religion and politics, I've been telling people this. Look, 30 years ago, that tells you how old I am. I remember when, I think it was before, I'm trying to remember which, anyway, we had that recession anyway. It's been when that first one came in, it's been a while. But I told everybody I was probably 20, I would say 20 years old, maybe, something like that.
Okay.
That, and this was, I think, before Y2K. But I was
Oh,
coming
late
from,
90s.
yeah, I was coming from my mindset on it was more spiritual. I just felt something in the air. I could feel a change happening spiritually. And I kept telling people, you can't rely on materialism. You cannot rely on you you have to rely on nature. You need to know what nature can and will provide for you. And then God had dealt with me. I talk about God spiritually. I felt spiritually that God was showing me when the shit hits the fan, basically, and you can't do anything about anything. What skills do you need? What skills
No, I
do
get
you
it.
have?
Be prepared.
What can you do? So I started learning more. I've always, since a little child, I was 5 years old and could catch my own fish and clean fish at 5 years old.
Yeah, I was doing the same thing.
But it was even more than that because there's going to come a time, though, and this is what I believe, when you've spent so much money on, like, hoarding food, hoarding gasoline, it's going to come a time where you're not going to be able to have, like, where are you going to store all this stuff? So what I feel like spiritually, God was in my spiritual being was learn bushcrafting, learn how to learn survival skills, learn bushcrafting skills, because like you said, gasoline is, we don't know. So I heard it could get up to $8 a gallon by the end of the year. There's
I
people
wouldn't be
that,
surprised.
yeah, there's people that don't even make $8 an hour. Like, you might have all this stuff, you like collect it up thinking, oh, I got this for survival, or I'm hoarding food and this and that, yeah. But if you don't have if the shit hits the fan and you have to leave your home, because I'm going to tell you right now, if they call martial law, FEMA can come in and other branches of the government, and they can seize your home and use it as their own, whatever they want to do with whatever. At, you know, the government really owns it, And what if you're in an area where, well, hell, people, are going to be like, well, I think they have food. They're going to come in and try to kill you and take your stuff away from you.
I get what you're saying. You don't have to go into the whole
Yeah.
scenario.
So you just have, it's
um,
kind of like be prepared. My thing is
of
be prepared
course, but in the
to bug
meantime,
out.
having that knowledge is I recommend it.
Yeah.
Knowing, just you know. But in the meantime, until then, I'm going to enjoy the shit I have.
Oh, yeah. But I'm just saying,
You know, but
we
yeah,
have to
no. But if
build our
if all I leave
skills.
with is the clothes on my back and knowledge, I think I'll be fine.
Right.
You
Right.
know,
I just try to prepare people with that because a lot of people, they still don't know how to pump gas in the car. They still don't know how to do a lot of things, even just simple things.
well, there's a lot of things they don't teach in high school anymore, like you know, simple things, smart things, economics. How to balance a friggin' checkbook. There's things that they used to teach, they don't teach anymore. It's it's a little disturbing. Basic, and they were basic survival skills. How to cook. Home ec, take home ec.
Yeah.
I first home ec class, I already knew everything. Basically, I was a kid, and I aced home ec because it was common sense to me.
Right.
What's going on, Richie? Hey, Nikki, Jen. I think I said hi to Jen already. Icon, what's up, man? No, knowledge is what you need, and if you have the capability, not the hoard, but be prepared. Stock up on food. Just you should do it anyway in case there's a friggin' a snowstorm or a tornado, whatever, a hurricane, and you're stuck. You should have supplies to survive on. You know, but also have a bug out bag in case you got to leave, and it's a lot of common sense shit um, that seems to lack these days. And I'm not trying to insult anybody, but I'm sure everybody in chat knows what I'm talking about. Is common sense isn't common anymore.
Well, people haven't been able to think for themselves anymore. They've been programmed to not think. It's
People
just
are
like,
You can only be programmed if you want to be programmed.
right.
Well, maybe not exactly true. I mean, it's more of a conditioning. Programming, just that word bothers me. But yeah, they've been doing it for years in advertising, subliminal messages. I mean, there's so many different areas that they have shit. The way they put things, the shelving in a supermarket, everything is designed to make you buy it. To make you, it's all manipulation, and it's been going on forever. Um, Lost my train of thought. Go ahead. You can. I'm just get on a
Oh
path.
no, I was just saying that because see, I mean, people have shot people, over a pair of tennis shoes,
Oh, sure.
So I'm just saying, if gas starts getting up there to $8 a gallon, just watch out. There's going to be some crazy stuff going on.
No, it'll. People are stupid, and they overreact. You know.
Hmm.
Um. There will be a time, probably. I hope I don't see it, but when like you say, the shit hits the fan. You know, don't know where it would come from. There's so many possibilities of how it could hit the fan. You know, within this country or from an outside source, or, you know, they've been trying to divide people for a long time now, at least 2 years. Um, so there's such an attempt to divide, and because they know united we stand. You know, you piss everybody off, you're not going to be able to stand up against us. But everybody's got to be on the same page. But in a perfect world, Jay says he doesn't spend much money sitting in his easy chair, and it's a nice easy chair you got there
Yeah,
too.
that's
Big old comfy mother.
you got that right.
Excuse me. Should have hit the mute on that one. How you doing, Bat Mom? Oh, I could easily spend money from an easy chair. I get one of
Oh
these.
yeah.
And that's the other thing, things are too convenient. People are just getting lazy. Um, why? And that's why companies like DoorDash and all those delivery companies, or anything that can take delivery companies. There's so many delivery companies out there now, and it's just the timing is just really weird. I don't know. It's all maybe part of a master plan. I don't know. Pammy, what's up? Good to see you, hon. Stevie B is right. But between then and now, a lot of shit can happen. Claude, there you are. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, Claude.
Yeah, there's
So,
a lot of stuff we have we don't even, if you think about it, really need it. So I think that we might, a lot of people's gonna have to lose their comfortability. But hey, that's all right to me. I
hey,
mean, I don't know. Some people they might not want to lose their comfortability, but
yeah, but when everything's on the line, and you really don't have a choice, and it's a time of survival, or just being safe, people hopefully will realize that the material shit isn't important. It's
yeah,
get your ass out the door if you have to get your ass out the door, and just bring what you need to survive, and hopefully like I said, have that knowledge.
yeah,
there's too many there's too many different theories on what you should do, and all these different survivalists and bushcrafters. And I heard a study. Well, I don't know if it was a study, but they say like that 90% of those people aren't going to make it, that claim to have all this knowledge and whatnot. Might not be 90, but it's up there. It could be like 85.
yeah. Because a lot of them never really experienced it or had to live that way. It's all like stuff that they learned off the internet or they learned from reading books, but they never actually had to survive or they've never actually had to make it through something
Michael
as
says Bill Gates can't hunt. Just trying to adjust this monitor. Okay. Well, like I said, hopefully, none of us have to see it get that bad.
yeah, I know.
But
I
the way
hope not
things are
that.
going, it's this. This is a snowball headed for hell.
Oh yeah.
Suzanne, how are you? Enjoyed seeing you the other night on your sister's show. Who else? Miss Dill, how are you, hon? Welcome. funny. I haven't even looked at this. Really looked at this side of the chat, the YouTube side. I just know if I have to, I can. I can't control it from StreamYard. Like if I can, mods aren't paying attention or something, and I can, something comes in, bot, whatever, I can take care of it now. Before I just didn't bother. um, yeah.
But on
It's
another
funny.
note,
What's that?
I was going to say on another note, um, until that happens, which I'm prepared, I went to Michael's. They have yarn 50% off, and I am crocheting a blanket for my grandson.
Oh, nice.
So I'm not one of those people that's like in survival mind dot 24/7. I just know I'm ready. I have my bug out bags, and I still enjoy it. I'm not one of those people that's got myself like all crazy, locked up, and I'm like not going to town or doing nothing. Like I'm still doing regular life things until I can no longer do that.
No, and you shouldn't. You shouldn't let it. People do. I've met a lot of people in my life, and there are those extremists that do hoard. It's like, dude, you can only, it. I don't know. It's weird. You can only have so much. Anyway. So yeah, guys, I keep posting a link in chat if anybody. Oh, somebody stopped in, but I can't see who the hell it is. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I can. Here we go. Oh, let's hear from the Irish. What's up, Derek?
Hello.
Good evening. How are you?
Very good.
Good. Glad to hear it.
How's things in
I'm
Ireland?
all good. I just thought I would. Well, obviously we have what you've been discussing, the world situation that none of us can affect going on. But I just wanted to call in and say good news. I got a new job today,
Oh, fantastic.
Awesome.
Do tell.
so that's at least something's going right.
And what are you going
Job
to
in
be
the
doing?
hotel. There's a large hotel just outside the town, Radisson Row Park,
Okay.
and they've invented a new job. It's like a mix of a hall porter and a storeman. Apparently, they lost a lot of people because of the unspecified virus of that we'll not talk about. And they've created this new job. So I did the
It's
interview. I
going
was
to
out
happen
today
here,
sort
dude.
of for a second interview, and they want me to go out on Tuesday because there's a conference on, but it's more for the benefit. Yeah, I want to know if I want to take the job, but I already know I'm going to take it because it's going to Monday to Friday, 8 to 4 o'clock. I mean, you couldn't
Oh,
be bad to that. No
fantastic.
night shifts, no weekends. Happy with that.
Perfect. Good
Well,
luck.
what was the other good thing? I haven't been on for a while, but I know I was in the chat and I told you about I was going to that Illuminate Festival up the road, Londonderry,
Uh-huh.
Londonderry. Um, it was very good. It was on 2 weekends running, the same thing. First weekend was kind of washed out because of the bad storms, but I seen about half of it, and then I went up again, the second weekend to see the rest, and it was very
Mm-hmm.
good. And it was just, as I told, no, did I tell you before? But Derry's an old town, an old city, and it's walled. And there's 6 or 8 gates around the walls, and at every gate, it's sort of a different, a light show or a bit of street theatre or something.
Okay.
Went right all that, and the main one was at the Guildhall Square. And the Guildhall is like the town hall. It's got a big, it's an old-fashioned building, and it's got a big clock tower, and it's got 4 faces on it. There's a famous saying in Derry, there's as many faces as the Guildhall clock. If you somebody's been disingenuous or whatever, but they had a light show that they played against that building, and it was sort of a potted history of Derry for the last 500 years. And that was really good, with light, sound effects, and everything. And then I
Sure.
found a wee restaurant that I didn't even know it was there. I'd walked past it, I don't know how many times, and not even realised.
And you didn't know there was
And
a
got me
restaurant
dinner
there.
in there. I've been back twice already. It's that good.
So
And the
obviously it was a good sign. That's great.
strangest thing about it is too, you get, as you say, a wee restaurant in Ireland. Who's running it but Australia? I mean, there's bound to be a story there. How
Yeah.
somebody from Australia ends up that far away from home.
Huh.
But I just thought it would lighten the mood a bit.
Yeah, let's lighten it some more. What's up, Wagon? I think your mic is off.
Hey, girl.
There it
Better.
is. That's better.
What's up, y'all?
How's
Good
it
to
going?
see you again.
You too. Just hanging tonight.
Yeah.
You've been doing good.
I have.
That's
I've been
good.
just trying to work on, the next show and stuff tomorrow.
You know.
Yeah.
What
So,
time?
Cool.
Might as well
I
promote
can
it.
go on at like 9 or something. Yeah. Tomorrow the strike is, well, it's not gone. It's not gone until June 1st, but yeah, I can stream again. So,
So you're on like double probation.
well, what happened was I got the strike. So it was a Monday show. I got the strike on Tuesday, and then I tried to upload it again after the appeal went through on Thursday, and they were just like, "Oh, it's cool, like we'll lift the strike, but we're gonna delete the content." So I thought I had it figured out what the content that the offending content was. So I removed what I thought it was, and then I reposted it, and then they were just like, "No," and then they just
Oh.
gave me another strike. So I'm not gonna post that again.
So was it like was the show like just
It was
current
just a
events and shit?
regular. It was a regular morning show on Russia, Ukraine.
Oh.
That's a
Yeah.
minefield.
So you had an opinion.
Well, I sort of just let the chat have the opinion. Okay, so I don't know. I want to call anybody out, point fire, but there was a link that was recommended to me to play that morning, and it was all in German, and I feel like it was old footage being compared with footage that was being broadcast in the current. So it was a really good example of propaganda and how they can reuse footage. But I think so they had flagged it because it was misinformation trying to pass off old footage as current footage. So they were saying that that's what I was doing in showing
Yeah.
this. So that's what but I removed it, right? I removed that, and whatever, man. Whatever. So I can go back in tomorrow. I'm excited
Cool.
to get
I'm
back
trying
in.
to look at chat too. I'm trying to follow a chat. No, if you guys are talking about people getting hidden or blocked, I don't know what's going on there. I haven't addressed that yet. Because all of a sudden people are showing, I'm getting emails from people that I was in chat and then it disappeared. No one could hear me, see me, whatever. And I'm like, I don't know. Like I'll look into it.
Could be YouTube
Um,
shenanigans. Just YouTube
no,
does a sweep.
I
They
no.
sweep once a week, then they do a big sweep
No,
once a month, and they
I
remove
got two
people.
complaints. One of them was actually hidden. I went and had to go into my settings and
I know who you're
unhide.
talking about.
Um, and if it was an accident, I need the mods to say, "Hey guys, hey, get my attention. Say, hey, I did this by accident. Can you undo it? If you guys can undo it, I mean, the mods can undo it. If they did it, they can undo it.
I did that one time on somebody else's
I-
stream. We were hosting basically it wasn't really a charity stream, but there was a girl who was getting bullied online, and we were showing her support for her. And I had to run to the shop last minute. And as I was working off the phone, I stuck the phone in my pocket. But whatever way the phone got bounced about, somebody got blocked. You talk about being embarrassed. Had to come back in. Well, what's going on? Had to go back in and unblock them and everything. Well, we got it all sorted out. Like,
Well, it's it's hey, I was a moderator for Paranormal Portal for a long time, and I can't tell you how many times when I was using my phone as a moderator, and you don't even have to be like if you just touch the screen, boom, it comes up. Your options come up, and if you
Exactly.
accidentally touch it again, you got to go. Oh shit! I just blocked somebody, or I just it's so easy to do it on the phone. I feel you guys. I'm not yelling at you, but I don't want to get complaints. No, I know you've done it, Stevie. It's all good in the past. Like I said, I've done it. I did it twice in one night. That was when I was unmodded from Paranormal Portal. But anyway, I just needed to get that out there.
I did it once myself too.
Yeah,
Like,
it's simple.
but I just put them in timeout. I was a little quick to react because I felt like someone was attacking someone else, but it really was not even like that. And I was just like, all right, I got this. But yeah, the owner of the channel didn't even realize it until like after when he saw it back. So yeah,
Yeah, and I
no
found
harm,
like
no
even
foul.
when I can't go into like YouTube Studio and look at like I can see the chat, but it doesn't say there's nothing you can like if you can see when somebody's timed out who did it and whatnot as a mod or as a creator. But it doesn't show that in the replay. You can only see it in the live apparently.
Okay.
Because I go to look for these people that were supposed to be there. I see the conversation start and then it just ends. You know, sorry.
Right.
So it's like I spent a lot of time looking at Tuesday night show. I never go back and look at the shows. Never.
I never go over the shows either.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
I don't
know. It's
watch them
like
back.
I was there. I know what happened.
Right. That's how I feel too. That's how I feel too. I never not and if I do play them back, I usually put them like on the TV, like playing in the background, like I'm just like like I pretend like it's some other show and I'm like, well, yeah, this is cool. I could dig this. I could listen to it. You know.
Yeah. The only
Just
time I
like
actually
yeah.
is when I edit, like if I go in and I'm doing something, I have to click on the show and it automatically pops on. Then I usually end up just hitting mute or pause.
Like no.
Like if I go to check comments, I'll pause it and just go to the comments.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ben T says, I don't mod for anyone, including myself. Yeah, if I don't know where Amy went. If she wants to pop back on, she can.
I was about to say I'm right here, Neo. Right here.
Well, the other Amy.
I forgot.
Yeah. Amy 1 and Amy 2.
Where's Michael? Michael should jump up here. Michael.
Mr. Haywood. Yeah, let me post
Totally.
let me put that in chat. All right, guys, the link is in chat. If you want to click on it, feel free. What time? Oh, geez, we're only not even 40 minutes into this.
You ready for
You know what it is? It's cold in here. I'm in like a
Don't make it
closet.
sound like a struggle now, Mugs.
some coffee?
No, I'm in a closet, dude, and I have a heater in front of me, but everything behind me is it's wood and plywood. It's like it's an outside closet, so it stands alone.
You
So
suffer.
yeah, but it's connected to the house. It's weird. It's connected via the ceiling. Like I can go up here and get into the attic. It's weird, but it's cold.
I
So
heard
I'm like,
that those little like warmers that you would put under food, if you put them in like your tent or if you have like a small space, that it really heats it pretty good.
oh, this heater's doing pretty good, but it's behind me that's cold. This one's right between between my feet.
Yeah, you might need double. You might need double heaters.
I saw your head cock like between what?
It sounds like you need one in the front and one in the back.
Yeah, no, I do, but I don't. I only have one plug, and I'm pushing that as it is.
Right?
I was going to say, if you wear trousers when you're streaming, it helps to keep you warm.
I am actually. Yeah, it's too cold out here for
You
that.
should wear pantyhose underneath those trousers.
No, I have
I
thermals, but
heard
I'm
they
not
keep you
wearing them
really
right now.
warm.
Now today was cold today. I don't know why. It was overcast too. It rained a little bit, but it just stayed overcast, so it was like just had that bleh,
It was really
rawness
nice
in
here
it.
today.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
yeah,
Yeah.
it
Now it was
was.
nice here today too, but
Yesterday
soon
it
as the
sucked,
sun goes
but
down, it chills out because there's not a cloud in the sky to keep the heat on. Just
Yeah,
gone.
yeah. We have a lot of clear days here, and we're right next to a mountain range. So whenever that as soon as that sun goes behind that mountain, poof, it drops.
it's clear out
Thermal.
there
What do you,
tonight, but
Mr. Lee? You guys call them
long johns.
underbritches? I don't know.
Britches.
Thermals or hell, I forget what you guys call them. This came up once before. I
He's
forgot.
right. Long johns, thermal underwear, long johns. Yeah.
Well, he didn't seem to know what it was.
No, he's laughing at you. He's mocking you.
Oh, you don't have a leg to stand on, sport. Where
Thermal.
is something just popped up? I don't know what the hell happened here. Okay, it went away. That was weird. I don't know what I just hit, but
Right, Stevie B.
it went away. Trousers.
Trousers.
I don't use that word trousers. I don't know. It's so old fashioned.
Yeah,
But
but that's how like
it's probably used in England
yeah, it is.
or knickers or you know.
Bloomers.
I think we've actually moved on from boomers in the last 10 or 15 years.
Yeah, I think that's
Your knickers and your bloomers. With your blouse.
North Alabama cryptid said skivvies was long johns. Okay.
I thought skivvies was like just your like tidy
I like the ones
whities.
with the
Isn't that your
crap flap.
skivvies? I don't know.
I've had those union suits. Oh, those are great, man. For hunting because you don't get a draft down your back or
Knickers.
up your back or whatever because it's all one piece. It's a onesie for adults. I just wish it had the
Duluth has the
built-in.
best ones too.
Oh, Duluth Trading Company, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Um, I always, ever since I was a kid, I've been wearing the same thermals. Once in a while I get a different one, but Duofold, they were just, I don't know, I
Hey,
swore
if you
by
dig
them.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I swore
thermals. I
by them.
wouldn't get thermals from Duluth. They'd be way too expensive. But like as far as overalls or a jacket or a coat
Yeah, I don't own any overalls.
or
Derek probably
coveralls.
does.
What about no coveralls at all?
No, with like suspenders on them.
Well, either that or like like a mechanic coverall.
No,
Nothing.
no. I just ruin my clothes.
I don't like to do that.
I know. I'm
I just don't like to do
brutal,
all that
brutal on
laundry.
clothes.
So you just like leave the coveralls out there and you're just like, okay, till tomorrow, you know?
Yeah, the only time I ever really wore them was hunting.
Right. Just for warmth.
Well, yeah, it was a hunting suit, so it was a chest, it was coveralls and then a jacket that matched or a coat,
Right.
usually Carhartt or something.
Or like
Geez,
waders
we're
if you
plugging a
want to
lot of
go.
businesses tonight.
Yeah, I know. No sponsor.
We're not sponsored by anybody, guys.
Not Fiji water either.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is Ravens Outpost here? What's up, Lee? Enjoyed your show with Claude. Claude, you did a great job. I know you were watching earlier. I don't know if you're still in here. Yeah, if you guys didn't catch Raven's show last night with Claude Knoll on it, check it out. Claude's got some interesting things to say. It comes from a different angle, or more supports an angle that's you guys have heard before, as far as Bigfoot goes and what they are, and it was interesting listening to it.
Somebody in the chat was asking how far I was from the village of Kelly Gordon. I actually had to Google it, but it's 42 miles. It's
Oh,
over
that's
the
not
border
far.
in Donegal. So there you are.
Do you wear those silly looking ropers? They look ridiculous. Ropers as in boots?
Mr. Hughes, out of control. Mr. Hugh and Michael.
We have one New Jersey person named Mogs and now a lady form of him as a chick. Wait a minute, what? It's redundant. You just said lady form. You didn't have to say
Chick,
chick.
right. Yeah.
Let me put that up there just so people know what the hell I'm talking about. But that's Richie. He's stoned.
Lady Mugs.
No, Richie's a buddy. Really.
A lady as
Miss
a chick.
Mugs.
Not a lady as a chick.
Is that the word redundant? Or is
Yes,
it?
it is redundant. Yes.
Yes.
Somebody speak.
I'm just looking at chat real quick. Oh, Miss Dill says, I just ate a Long John last night. Oh, it's a long
Is that a
donut
metaphor, Miss Dell?
It's a long donut here. There it is. I had to put the pause in. Just so people go, huh? No, I've heard of those, Miss Dill. Long Johns. Let's not get into food or sweets anyway. I have this terrible sweet tooth, and there's nothing inside to crave it right now.
I had grilled cheese and tomato soup tonight. It was the best thing ever.
I haven't had that in forever.
Best thing ever. Because you like cut it up in strips and then you dip it in the soup. Yeah. That's the best.
Well, I made a prawn curry myself, to be honest. And very nice
Yeah,
it was
prawn.
too.
Curry?
Prawn, yeah.
Yeah. The last time I had prawns, well, I like shrimp, but the prawns were just like, it just didn't have as much meat as the shrimp did, and it didn't have the flavor. It was kind of like, I don't know.
I called in the shop on the way home because I needed a pint of milk, and they were just sitting there and they were in special offer, and I was just thinking, what do I have in the house? What can I make? And I thought, yes, I have the stuff to make curry. That'll do me. Happy with that, leader. And away I went.
Nice.
So, if Stevie B just dropped out of chat, her internet just went down. So if you don't see her, if you were having a conversation with her or whatever, she just texted me and said her internet went down, or she sent me a message on my phone.
Stevie has no luck with her internet at all.
No, not if she's sending it to me on my phone, not through Messenger, then
yeah,
she's got no internet. That sucks.
Cyber attacks.
Not a long duck dong, pervies.
Duck dong.
Isn't that 16 Candles?
I have no idea. I'm a terrible movie person.
Oh,
terrible at movie quotes.
Yeah, what's happening, hot stuff?
There's only one movie quote you need to know, and that's we're going to need a bigger boat.
What's happening, hot stuff? That's great.
What, Michael? Boiled cheddar bugs. Whatever, dude. What you talk about? Don't say that to my face, Michael.
Stevie isn't being a snob. Nope. She just lost internet. What's Michael going on about?
I don't know. What are you on about, Michael? Those was boiled gutter bugs you had, wagon.
The hell was that?
I don't know.
The hell is a boiled gutter bug?
I'm not even sure what that was in reference to.
What would it mean anyway? I don't give a fuck what it was in reference to.
Gutter bug. Yeah, exactly. Probably like a beetle that likes to go through the muck of a gutter. Yeah. You calling me a dung beetle, Michael?
Oh, Mr. Lee, that's not a terrible idea, dude. I'm amazed you had a good one. No, I'm kidding. Susie, can you come on Moog's show and read some cards for us? we might have to prearrange that sometime. Um, I don't know what that takes, but she's more than welcome to come on.
I had a good reading from Cassie the other night. It was a good one.
Oh,
The
right on.
Ogles. Yeah.
I've only had like 2 actual readings in my life, through a medium, whatever you want to call them, medium.
Right. Tarot.
I don't even think she did tarot. This was all from feel, this was from vibe,
Right.
It wasn't like she wasn't doing pretty sure she wasn't. Talking to spirit guides,
Right.
and it was interesting. The first time I quit it because of that reading, I quit smoking pot for 6 months.
Right on, though. That's not a bad thing.
No, but it's
It's like
everything she
cleansing.
said made sense, and I kind of knew the answer of why, and I quit smoking pot and got things rolling. That it was an accurate reading.
Nice. Right on. Yeah, you can tell when it's coming from a higher place.
Oh yeah, no, she was dead on. It was almost spooky, but I accept all that stuff. I'm open to that.
Right.
So I was like, right on. Okay, I get that. It didn't. It was so accurate that it would probably freak out some people. Whispers from the dark. What's happening?
Oh, Stevie's back.
Sliding sideways in the door, wearing nothing but socks. So he's either trying to sneak in or he's doing an imitation of Tom Cruise in Risky Business.
Well, at least he had a shirt on, though.
That's true. And his
Put a shirt on,
tidy
would you?
whities.
Right. No doubt.
Clear the mind, Moog. Sometimes it's good. Plus, you get a better hit next time. Just saying.
There speaks the voice of experience.
Here we call it a tolerance break, Mr. Lee.
It's true, though.
I know a guy got 3 years for growing it. 18
so
and 18 on probation.
For what? For growing?
Yeah. And he had a full house stuffed full of it.
Damn.
But what they actually did him for wasn't so much for having the drugs. He was abstracting the electricity, and he had the money. He had all the money buried, and they couldn't reclaim the. That's the way they work over here. If you do a crime like that, they try and call back the assets. But he hadn't bought any cars or jewelry or anything like that there. So they threw the book at him. It was 18 months and 18 months probation. Whenever he got out.
Wow.
No, he made.
Yeah. It's about that season, isn't it?
He made about $500,000.
No, it's usually this time. Usually, what are you in January, March? Yeah, I'm usually starting to seed some stuff, like vegetables and stuff. But I seed them first and then plant them.
Yeah,
I don't know. I could go buy them, but I like
those things.
Plus, I got some other seeds I want to sprout. It's legal here. So.
No, this fella I know. He was crafty, but over here they fly the helicopters and they look down in the houses to see the ones that's too hot, for it's doing the growing. But he deliberately got a house, and it was in the flight plan to the main airport, the Antrim airport. So the helicopters weren't allowed into it.
Oh, brilliant!
And he wouldn't even have been caught. Only the guy who was renting the house off split up with his wife, and she wanted the house sold to get the money. And that's how it started. They all come undone then, because he says, "Look, I'll pay your mortgage for you. Don't worry about that. I'll give you the money," because he was making that much money. It was no problem. And then he was going into the bank to pay your man's mortgage, and then he rode a motorcycle, but he had to take the helmet off when he went in. And then the police was able to get the face and work back from that. That's how they did it. Sneaky buggers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
you have to expect that.
But he kind of screwed himself, didn't he? I mean, he didn't pay the light bill.
Yeah, you see, well, then you see, the problem is if you're paying a big one, that stands out as well.
Sure.
So you're actually being really
Sure.
abstracted. Then you see, he wouldn't have made the money or anything, and then the
I do know.
judge
What
just
did I
lost the
say?
temper.
Whispers in the dark. What's up, man? I probably said man. It's just force of habit. I apologize.
Don't worry, it's a generic term.
So I call chicks dude. I don't call
Yeah,
them
dude.
chicks though usually. Yeah, I use dude a lot too. But I've been doing that since I was
But
a kid.
never be calling a dude chick.
No.
Just kidding.
Unless that's his name. But
Well, that's true. Well, Chuck, you know, that's as close as you can get.
Nowadays, you
Calling
never
somebody a
know.
chick.
right? Jarek's got a point.
That's true.
Can't risk misgendering somebody. I mean, like you were talking about strikes
I
earlier,
don't
Amy.
identify as it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a quick way to get a strike. Misgender some critter.
Critter.
Sorry, I slipped into the local
Holy
dialect here.
shit.
It's not actually critter, it's critter.
I didn't
It
hear it
just means
until
somebody,
until Amy repeated it. And then I heard it.
it's from the Irish.
Yeah.
Critter.
I'm like, it's painful because I want to laugh, but I can't. It's not right.
Don't laugh away. No, critter's
can't.
actually
I'm
a term
trying.
of endearment, more or less. You know, if you've seen somebody or somebody you liked. Like I remember whenever my father passed away, or he wasn't well, or wrong. I was dealing with my solicitor at the time. I was doing things, and I rung her, and that's what she says. Oh, the poor critter. We had him on the train. We were taking him to a hospital appointment, and he was in a wheelchair at the time, and you had to put him in like a space and strap him in, and the strap wasn't right, and he fell asleep nearly as soon as we put him on the train. But the strap had sort of elastic in it. As the train slowed down coming into the stations, the wheelchair would come out like this and go back, and we were, what the fuck? Please, Dad, don't be breaking loose this thing and go running down the length of the train. But no, critter's it's just an affectionate term for, a man or a woman. You just say, per critter or whatever.
Run it down the length of the train
Oh, God, don't start.
in a wheelchair. You paint a good picture. That's all.
I'm reading about Susan's talents. All the different cards and
DVB.
runes. The runes.
If you understand every other word I'm saying,
I did.
you're doing well.
BRB.
What did he say? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, Stevie B has a wee post up there. I think I get every other word Derek is saying makes for quite an interesting story. And I was saying if you're getting every other word, you're doing well.
Yeah, but you only get.
I've talked to people who's getting 1 and 5 and 1 and 3.
No, I get them all usually. Let me.
Now, sometimes you have to make a conscious decision to talk slowly and enunciate. If I was going to say, if I was drunk and was really rambling, you wouldn't understand a word I said.
Been there.
I've probably done that on here, to be honest.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
Yeah, I have to make sure I enunciate too. Sometimes
He gets to the point where he just falls asleep.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, Jay fell asleep
Allegedly.
the other night too. I get on and I bore the shit out of him, and people just fall asleep.
Hey, maybe you're helping people with insomnia.
See that?
You never know.
Hey, I
Some
hope
people
so.
like that, I've listened to podcasts just for,
To go to sleep to them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, there's certain people I'll listen to just for that because they're monotone or, it's that soothing background noise, but it's not really like I'm not listening to what they're saying.
Yeah, exactly. You can
Sounds
catch a
like
little bit
Mahler.
of it.
The long man, the number of people that I've heard or seen in chat that say they go to sleep to Mahler. And his movie reviews, he has a very soothing voice. He's from Wales, but he doesn't really talk like a Welshman now, to be fair.
Does he run like a Welshman?
I wouldn't know about that.
That was from Family Guy. Stewie said that.
Family Guy.
Look, he runs like a Welshman. Doesn't he run like a Welshman?
Whispers from the Dark says, I have a subscriber that listens to my channel to wind down so he can sleep. Whatever works.
And the worst thing about if you do that and you're listening to something, depends what channel you're listening to, and then you wake up and you hear something in the back, and you think, what the hell's happening now? You know, if it's something, or if you're dreaming and it goes into your,
It goes into your dream. I've had my alarm.
And that
in my
sucks
dream before.
when the TV's on in the background.
Yeah, I've been
I deal with that
looking for
every night.
bathrooms in my dream and like never getting relief, and then like waking up having to pee really bad. But like it feels like an hour in my dream I'm just searching for a fucking bathroom, and it just never works out. It's fucked up. It's pretty messed up. It's not a good time.
But it's also
That's
it's
what you
interesting
imagine.
how your body works, because you did have to pee, so you're subconsciously you brought it in there into that dream, and you finally woke up having to pee. That's interesting how that. But
It is.
yeah, certain things like I'll put a timer on something. I don't want to leave something on playing all night. Like I'll whenever that video's over, and it's over. When I'm listening to it, but the TV's on all the time in this house, so. And I'm sleeping on the couch, so I hear that all the time.
Right, it's a background noise.
But it's loud, so it's annoying.
Honestly, I usually put one of my favorite animated series is, I'm not going to call it a cartoon because that's like juvenile.
Childish.
Yeah.
anime. Colored
No,
anime.
not anime. No, not anime.
It's adult animation.
Not anime. It's I don't know if you've ever heard of Metalocalypse.
Nope.
Metalocalypse. And
That's been on a long time.
yeah.
Yeah,
I love it.
watch
And
that.
they're still, it's amazing. I love that series. I love that series so much.
I watched that a long time ago.
Yeah. Where it follows
The Rock
a
Band.
band called Death Clock. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's awesome. It's a good one.
I used to like watching like Robot Chicken.
I can fall asleep
Shit
to
like
that.
that.
Yeah.
The Robot Chicken Star Wars is hilarious.
Grasshopper said, Bloody hell, I've got the Ukrainian webcams running in the background, and their national anthem just came on full blast. Scared the hell out of me.
I was watching the
Sounds like-
podcast of Ludus Eaters yesterday, and they had a bit, from Ukraine, and the guy's on top of a block of flats, high-rise building, and he fired off a missile, and it missed the edge of the building by about that much, and if it hit the edge of the building, that would have been the whole lot of them vaporized.
Huh.
Swear to God. There's
But
people
it's
running about there,
interesting.
but
No, what's interesting is there's a lot of videos now on YouTube coming from the soldiers,
Right.
and it's like, they're putting you right there. It's amazing, like the United States military would not do that. These guys are out there and they're filming the shit. But you're getting it, it's just, I don't know. It's pretty cool.
Sometimes I wonder like how much is,
I mean, I
haven't
don't
watched
agree with
in a
anything
while,
going
but-
on over there, but like it should stop, but I'm not going to look away. It's like a train wreck.
yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. It's a train wreck.
It's a morbid curiosity, and hey, I'm guilty.
Yeah. Well, it's all there. And people are left to make up their own minds,
Oh, I
Oh,
don't know
what's
what
going
this
on?
conversation was, but damn.
Ugh, it's hard to avoid because it's something that's going on and it's affecting everybody. You know what I mean?
I'm
See,
cool. I've been out of it all
Stevie
week,
B had a
so-
good I had a good post up earlier about, they go into the bathroom in the middle of the night, and she's saying, you don't know, you have it easy. She says she has to put her legs on if she has to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night.
Or hop in the chair and roll to the bathroom, but she doesn't even use the chair anymore. So yeah, although she should keep it in the house. I'm just saying. I mean, that's an inconvenience to fucking have to put on your legs just to go take a piss.
Yes.
But I know she doesn't she doesn't use it anymore at all at work, So yeah, she's something else.
Yeah, I
Just
actually
can't
saw my
believe.
own
Cognition
pops
to
have to
it.
deal with
Oh,
one,
absolutely,
and
Derek.
it's tough.
It's
Just with one is tough. Yeah, he doesn't even like walk anymore because it was just too painful. Like just where like the nub didn't heal right, it healed with like the bone out. So he just had a
Ugh.
lot of issues with it, and
yeah,
he
but
just like he was like
they
having a hard
can
time.
they
Yeah,
can the way they're doing prosthetics these days is incredible.
yeah.
The materials they're using, they're lightweight.
I don't think
Um,
he wants to get up. So
no, well, some people are like that.
mm,
Now, whenever my father wasn't well, at the end, and he was in hospital and he got an infection and they had to amputate his right leg above the knee, and they did that at the weekend, and I was up seeing him on the Tuesday, and he says to me, "Take a look at that," and I didn't really want to look, but I lifted up the blanket and took a look over, and then he says to me, he said, "Get out there." He was in a wee private ward. He said, "Get out there and tell them boys at the desk to get me fixed up for a prosthetic leg." And I thought, Dad, you've only had that off for 48 hours. You're not, sort
Yeah,
of going ahead of yourself a bit much.
wild.
But that was the kind of man he
Yeah,
was.
but
But
what are you supposed to say? Like that's how they are. Like that's just that spirit. Like they're like just
but
duct
that's
tape
the
it.
way
Just duct
Stevie
tape it
was.
and give me a new leg. Just duct
Just
tape my nub.
smack
It's
a fucking
fine.
band-aid on it. I'm
Yeah,
good.
you're
You
right.
know. But
That's
that's
how
the
my
way
dad was. He would like duct. Oh God, he
I
did
get
some
cut off
nasty
my finger
things.
and I'd like glue it back on and be like, okay, let's go back to work.
Hmm.
You know.
That's how my pops was too.
I almost did. And it was one of those, like it was right in my corner of my finger, right in the knuckle and on the side. And it's the first one ever that I actually like blood spurted out of it. I was like, ooh, don't cover that up.
You're like, oh
But I
no,
did. I
right.
duct taped it. I put a, paper towel, electrical tape, went back to work.
The couple times I injured myself where I scared myself, one of it was like my
What's
chin
up, Isaac?
split open, and I put like one of those big, like a couple band-aids on it, the big ones, like the knee band-aids, and just went to bed because I was like scared. I didn't want to like anybody to see what had happened, like, oh my God.
Oh,
Just go to bed. Just
it's
go to
funny.
bed. It'll heal itself, man.
I was in eighth
And it
grade and
did.
I was in gym and we were playing basketball. And it wasn't like we were playing, I was just shooting baskets. And the ball came down and hit my pinky and snapped it off. It snapped it here or here. It was above the knuckle, I think. And so my pinky was like, pointed this way.
Ew.
And I didn't want to, I knew I had to go to the nurse. I knew I broke it, but I didn't want her to see it like that. So I bent it back. I straightened it out
Ew.
and then went to the nurse. And she was like, "Oh, it's not broken." I was like, yeah, it is." She's like, "No, no, no, it's fine." So she taped the two fingers together. That was it, and sent me on my way.
Right.
I called my dad. I went from her office to the payphone. I said, "Dad, listen, I just broke my finger. I know it's broken. There's no
You
question
saw it
about it."
like
And
horizontal.
the nurse, yeah, they're not supposed to go that way.
Right.
I said, the nurse just said, it's not broken, go back to class. So I was like, she's full of shit, Dad. And yeah, when I got to the doctor, they almost had to put pins in it. That's how
Ugh.
fucked up it was. Seven Pearls, what's up, girl? Good to see you.
I remember one time, and I was only about 17 or 18. I went to my grandmother's house in Coleraine, and her arm, now this there, all swole up, really bruised looking and everything. And it was in the winter. And I says, "What happened, you?" And she says, "Oh, it was a Friday." She says, "I slept, going down Pat's Bray, to go over and get the shopping." But I'm all right. But she'd went, fell on the way to get her shopping, broke her arm, went and got her shopping, and came back to the house. And whenever I called in to see her, she was sitting knitting, and the arm all swollen up and all purple and all. Had to take her to the hospital and everything. But as I say, that's the older generation.
That's
They
true.
just didn't even admit there was something wrong with them.
Yeah, it's a shame. But why? Like just
Probably
to
because it wasn't that
yeah,
pleasant to go to the hospital back in their day, I guess.
true. It's not
Probably
pleasant now.
sucked. Yeah. You're like, no, no,
Now I
no.
remember one time too, and this was when I was married and the kids was small.
Suzanne, good
My
night.
oldest is twin
Sorry.
girls. No problem. And we were in the garden centre, and my Emily, a wasp stung her in her mouth, and she started to swell up. So we had to rush her to the hospital straight away, in case it blocked her airway. That was okay because she was a small child. Took her straight in, getting it sorted out. And this guy came in with his father and his brother, and they'd been working and putting a television here in the top of a house, and he'd slipped, from the roof. And I don't know what television areas are like in the States, but the ones over here sort of a long bit with spikes out either side. And he caught that and he ripped the whole palm of his hand, and I mean from side to side, completely open. And he came over to me and he had a towel wrapped around it, and he says, "Take a look at this. See what do you think?" And I looked, and I knew you could see the tendons and everything was cut. And you didn't want to tell him, "Oh, you're never going to use that hand again." I said, "No problem, mate. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Wait till the doctor comes out." But as simple as that, he was sliding off a roof, grabbed the area, and just destroyed his hand.
Wow. We're fragile creatures, man. People don't realize it until you
Rip and tear
watch
stuff.
these movie fights and shit, and man, one punch and you're fucked up.
Exactly. No, I always laugh at those movie
you're
things.
fragile.
Yeah.
Raven Clan is in the house.
Even in a serious life or death fight, adrenaline might keep you going, but after that, once the adrenaline goes, you're just going to drop.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like you see these heroes and these movies doing all these things. Nah, sorry, real life's not like that, mate.
No, it's that adrenaline. And when
adrenaline's
it drops,
a hell of a drug, like, don't get me wrong, but
but when you come down off of that, it's like
Yeah.
thud. I'm just looking through chat. Mr. Lee, thanks for posting Wagon's channel. Appreciate it.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's been a while.
So how? And I've never had this problem, but how do they inform you when you get a strike against you? Is it an email? Is it you go to log
they'll
on
give
to
you an
YouTube
email, and then you can
Okay.
see it in like YouTube Studio.
Okay.
Like when you go on the dashboard, you'll see like whatever if you have a strike, and it's all red. So
Oh, okay. I was
it like
curious.
alerts you to how angry it is. It's almost like red, and you get like a 1. So you click on it, it tells you like you fucked up. You fucked up. Yeah.
Never had one. Don't want one.
No,
Definitely
definitely not.
Gonna fucking lose sleep over it, but
Well,
I've
no.
been pretty consistent. So
Yeah, I'm gonna try and go forward without, risking that. Definitely, I don't know, community guideline friendlier content.
right. Seven
Or
Pearls.
whatever.
It is great to see you, and I'm glad you're here. Don't be a stranger. Come on, say hi one of these days.
Strike and a claim.
Pocket Watch, what's up? Ben T, sorry if I missed you earlier. I know you've been here a while. North Alabama Cryptid. I know, I'm sorry. I got slacked off. Usually I say hi to everybody. Great. Now I got to look for my lighter in the dark. Excuse me. Found it.
So the difference between a strike and a claim is
Oh,
that
I'm sorry. I didn't. Yeah.
no, it's okay. That the claim. So if you get like a copyright claim, that means that like you can't monetize it. Like people have claim to that material, and they'll get paid first, type of thing. But if you get a community guideline strike, that means you've violated something in YouTube's shit, and they're not happy about it.
You broke a rule.
You broke a rule, and they'll put you in probation, whatever, for like a week, and then if you get like two of them, it's 2 weeks. So nobody wants to get that. I don't want to get that.
Yeah.
There's Jeff.
Jeff says, "Hey fuckers, what's the fascination?"
Hey, Jeff, you still wearing that hat with a cow on it?
Yancy Scott, how's it going? Good to see you. Yeah, no, I like I said, I don't really I wouldn't know what I'd have to do to get a strike. Like
I don't really understand what
I
I
mean,
did
we don't
other
get
than my regular
political. We don't
show.
get, we'll touch
Miss
on little
Jim, there's
things here
nobody
and there, but
helps.
we're pretty,
I think
you
it
know,
was, like I said, I think it was that, like I had already put
yeah.
together the show, and just that
And I don't show
impromptu
videos
thing.
unless I shot them.
Yeah, and it was in German. It was in German,
Hate
Yeah,
so
you have
I
speech
didn't
will
no
get
get
the
you a
idea what
half
the
they
strike
were
words
through
saying. I
quickly.
swear,
say.
I really didn't. I had no idea, so I have no
Somebody
idea.
in Germany saw it and was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh,
Got in touch with YouTube. No.
right, like right. So whatever. So again, I
No, but
try to
you've
like
hit the nail on the head there, Moggs. For it actually to be flagged, usually someone has to complain, and you get, we'll use the snowflake word, but you get people that'll sit on a stream to find something that offends them,
yeah.
just so
Oh,
they can.
They called it misinformation.
don't
That's
get
what
me
they said.
started on that shit. Killed by Bigfoot. What did you say? I used an old unreleased song, and then the artist just decided to release it under a different title, so I got a hard strike. A little traffic school clears it right up, though.
Problem with a lot of the music, but a lot of people get struck for music. Well, you're going back about a year now, but people went out and claimed music that didn't actually belong to them. Like there was people in a topical, they claimed the Russian army band, for people that was using that music for, you know, sort of war games, videos
Background.
and things.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then, they were getting hit with fucking copyright strikes for something that the person didn't even belong for. But the problem is, as soon as you get hit with a copyright strike, you lose all income from that video. Although YouTube still takes it, they're not losing.
It's
But by
true.
the time you get the copyright strike sorted, if it's a topical video, people won't be watching it. So you've lost all your income from that video. That was the
Sure.
big problem with it. What do they
Yeah,
call it?
but you know what?
Apocalypse?
It doesn't affect us.
No, not
It's
here. No,
as
it's
far
not
as
Sam.
Not really.
about the money. I'm saying from the money point of view.
Oh yeah.
One video isn't going to make or break you. I mean, shit.
None
I
of my
don't make
videos would
shit.
be able to be monetized. So, yeah, none of them.
I
There's
ain't,
a
I ain't
bunch
in
of
this for the money.
yeah. There's a bunch of copyright claims on like every one of them. So,
No, but
not
I found
strikes. This was my
I've
first strike.
I've used music. Um, I mean, I sang, but I gave credit where credit was due. I put it in. I copied it from another. I put it in the description. All the the proper
Shenanigans.
credits. And I haven't had any issues. So I guess I'm doing
Yeah.
something right. Mr. Hugh, take care. Good to see you. Peace. Be safe.
Later, Mr. Hugh.
Stevie knows. What
Yeah.
money?
Right. Yeah. It's not even about that. It's just
I'm not
a
here for
hobby.
that.
It's just fun.
If I was in it for the money, I'd be like, hey, join my club for $1.99 a month.
My club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Selling
You know-
T-shirts and stickers and mugs and
That's too much money.
But that's
too
not a
much
bad
work.
idea, but
Patreon.
expensive, man. You know, I bought a coffee mug from a channel, and by the time I was done, it was like $30. I was like,
No, exactly.
fuck.
I'm the same. You go to look at these things, you say, I wouldn't mind one of those. Then by the time you work in the postage and stuff, it's like, no, fuck off. You know, that's a night out.
Although I got this off of a channel and I wear it like all the time. So don't get a mug and a hoodie. Well, actually, the mugs are cool too.
That's sort of a
Yeah.
mix about political comment and G.I. Joe logo, isn't it?
The only thing I might do, and it's just so if anybody wants to do it, is super chats. I'm capable of doing it. I could put super chat up right now, but I just don't do it.
You should. It kind of be fun.
Well, I mean, you know, I think it's because I don't want to see YouTube get 40% or 30% or
true.
whatever. You know,
Fair
I'll
enough.
do it through StreamYards.
if somebody wants to
Circumvent
send
man
$5, then they want me to have $5, not $3.
Right. That's true.
You know,
Yeah, like the super stickers are
and they're
heavily commissioned, if you will.
yeah, they're a 30, probably a 30 or 40%. You know, but that's
Finder's fee.
but people do it. So I mean, if I put it up, it's not to make $1 million. It's if you guys want to do it, you guys. I know people like them,
Yeah.
but to me, it was always like I don't want to sound like I'm asking for money. It's bad enough at the end of the show. I'm like, hey, you can donate in PayPal and blah blah blah.
I feel you on that. I know.
And that's been awesome. People have been good, in the past. But I don't, not here for that.
Correct.
It costs money to do this. You know that. If you have
does.
StreamYard, it costs money. I mean,
And time, you know.
and you know what? What else am I going to do?
It keeps me out of trouble.
It's like,
That's all I can
yeah.
say.
I don't
It
drink
really
anymore. I
does.
don't go to bars. I don't,
Right.
I traded it.
Right.
It's not like it's a therapy or anything, or it's,
Well, like the research for the show will be like, just like Sunday and then Monday the show and then Tuesday research and then Wednesday the show, and just like always into something, always doing something for the show. So putting all my energy in that.
Don Johnson's got a point. That's why people hesitate to donate because they don't know where the money is going. Just a thought. No, I get it.
Yeah, I mean, if I thought most of it was, or a bunch of it was going to YouTube, I wouldn't want to do it. I guess.
It's just that idea, But
Yeah. They get enough YouTube.
well, yeah, and what they pay.
Kevin Burrows,
how
if
they
you could
pay-
listen to me talk all night, I don't know.
Who said that?
Seven Pearls. I could listen to Derek talk all night, laugh out loud.
Oh, here's Stevie.
I could see through it if I was saying something entertaining, but if it's just the accent, there's a whole island full of people that talk like me.
Stevie says, just do it. Put up the super chat. Some people want to support the channel they love. Just saying. And I agree with Whispers from the Dark. But I want to use merchandise that isn't from or through a vendor. Be it Teespring or any of those.
Right.
You always merchandise for
like
you, Mugs,
or
and you already know what it is. It's the headband.
Well, she'd rather make it herself. Like I still have, probably 80 bandanas sitting in my dad's garage right now. I never got them printed because I didn't know what the hell to put on them, and, and I started giving them away. I go to places, I give shit away and everybody else is selling stuff. I'm like, okay, I'm doing something wrong. I'm too generous.
Yeah, I am too. That's my problem. I mean, it's not even a problem. It just is who I am. And I don't, that's cool.
Yeah, no, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
Not at all.
But it's not, I don't have like the money making mentality at all. I'm not as business minded as I guess I could be. Even when I ran a business with my ex-husband, we ran a landscape and tree work business. I never wanted to collect the money. I just didn't want to do it. You know, he would have to do it. I don't want to ask people for their money.
I remember the first time I
Right?
had I did a fireworks display on my own, and it was New Year. It was 2 years ago now because it was before the disease came, and it was a €2,500 event because it was for New Year's Day. Fuck you, Jay. And it's usually in a wedding. It's usually the best man has the money, and I was nervous because I thought, if he didn't like this display, he turns around and says, "I'm not giving you the money. What am I going to do?" But I walked up and he was all over the place. Oh, he says, "This is great. Loved it." Oh, just handed me the brown envelope with €2,500 on it. As nice as you like.
And sorry, Derek.
And then I went back to my room. I got showered and changed, went down to the bar and went on the rip a drink. What do you think I did? And then Paul, he was doing one down in Waterford. He came back up, and just as he came in the door, the actual bar was completely full because it was New Year's. So I was sitting out in the lobby, painting away, and Paul came in, sat down, and the manager of the hotel came in, and he'd seen the fireworks display, and he came over and says, "Absolutely fantastic, guys. Great job." And he went to guess here, and he clicked. One of the wee waiters came over and he says, "See these two guys? Anything they want, give them to them." So me and Paul was like, "Right, we'll have such and such whiskey. We'll have 2 pints of that." The bar shut at 3:00, and by the time we went to bed at 3:00, put it like this, we weren't walking straight.
No.
No.
Shit, you can't sit straight half the time.
Shocking.
Doesn't make me a bad person.
But that's cool that you got the carte blanche, though. When someone says whatever they want, okay.
No, that's the
Overkill.
thing
Sorry,
too. But
Sweet.
there's a hotel, the Loch Run Hotel, just over the border in Monaghan, and we've done 4 or 5 there. And just by chance, a couple of them happen to be one week after the other. You go down the first week, you do a good show. Whenever you come back and you go into the reception desk, and you say, "Emerald Fireworks, we're here to do a display." And then they say, "Oh, you were here last week." And then it's anything they can do for you. Do you want something to eat? Do you want whatever?
Well, that's cool
Yeah,
to have
see.
a good reputation like that.
No, I enjoy it. It's
Sure.
doing the fireworks is brilliant. But the only thing about the fireworks, it's usually a long drive because most it's over the border, and you're waiting a long time. They'll tell you, "Oh, it'll be straight after the speeches. It'll be 9:00. It'll be 9:30. You're arse and parsley. Never goes on time. They're all in there and they're all drunk. They see that's the other good thing. The people that's watching, it's all drunk. So if something goes wrong, they don't actually realize something went wrong. You know what I mean? But it's good fun. And then you see all these, especially whenever you go up to get the payment, and you get all these girls at weddings, especially, and they're all lovely dressed, and they have their big dresses on and all this here. But by that time of night, they've shed the high heels and they're walking about in the flip flops and they're completely drunk. And they're going from the bathroom to wherever the bar is, and they're bouncing off the walls of that drunk. You know what I mean? It's good fun. I see a lot of people are
Sounds like a
very,
good time.
very cheeky with my accent tonight and my talking. I might have to get embarrassed.
To have fun.
Jeff, don't you be too smart, because you invited me to go over and visit you sometime, and I'm holding you to that.
Why are you holding him? You got to get your ass over here.
No, but I can do that. I can go the back
Get
way.
here. You got to play the
I
stay.
gotta, because I live in Northern Ireland, I'm entitled to hold an Irish passport as well as a British passport. And then I can
I
piss
just
off
saw
down to,
somebody backstage, and I think I didn't realize they were backstage. Does that make sense? Yes, that makes plenty of sense. I'm only using half the screen, so I didn't see it.
It totally
And I
makes
don't know
sense.
who just jumped in. I apologize. Whoever it was, please pop back on. I apologize. They could have been sitting there 10 minutes. I have no idea.
probably Jeff.
Not
It's Cowhand. No, I was going to say, I'll get my Irish
I'm
passport,
kidding.
go down to Dublin Airport, and the Irish government has agreement with America, so they don't need the visa, so I can just go in the
Good
wee
thing.
crafty way. Slip in the back door, as the saying goes.
Mr. Lee says, keep up, Mogi. I don't know that anybody's there, but something flashed there and was gone. And I don't know. I don't recall seeing anybody sitting there. That was weird.
That's weird.
Total negligence. Total negligence,
Total
says Stevie.
negligence. How dare you?
Doesn't make you a bad person.
That's right.
I just lost
Nothing
30
makes you a bad
subscribers
person
for
unless
that.
you're a bad person.
This is true.
Quite. Total negligence.
I'm guessing it was Jeff, to be perfectly honest.
Oops. That wasn't what I wanted to do.
V. I saw.
Well, I hit shift instead of control. So I just put up this big ass V.
Oh man.
Oh geez, I'm behind on the YouTube side of the chat by like an hour. I don't even think it's gonna catch up.
Hi, Summer Girls. There is a delay. I've noticed that.
Oh, there's always a delay. It's usually a couple, 6-7 seconds, usually something like that.
It's unacceptable.
Now there's a delay even. Like I'm talking to you on the phone, and I have it running as usual in the background in the PlayStation, and there's a noticeable delay.
Yeah, I've had it on TV and the phone, or the phone and the laptop, and they're never in sync.
Mm-hmm. I've noticed that when we do like the game night, we have to wait like a good amount of time before there's a delay before we'll get to see
Some
what
sort
the
of
chat's
joke?
saying. Yeah. What?
I said, is this some sort of joke?
Yeah. Is it singular or plural, guys? I mean, I guess they could.
And they had a good night out.
I bet.
That's right.
What the hell? Jeff, I heard a wood knock. Then it made a slurring sound like it just guzzled a bottle of proper 12 and belched up a pound of corned beef. Wow. That's descriptive.
Quite.
I guess it's in the details, huh? What the hell is proper 12?
A whiskey.
No idea.
Is it? I have no idea.
It's an Irish whiskey.
Can't be if he doesn't know what it is.
That's not very whiskey I ever heard of.
All right. Maybe a faux Irish whiskey. It's a whiskey.
Okay.
Yeah. Drunk Squatch.
Mr. Who said that? Grasshopper said Jeff is sharing again. All right, guys, I'm just going to keep posting that link. Anybody's, feel free to jump on. It says, I'm just joking with my Irish brother. Yes, it's Irish whiskey.
I never heard of it. Must be very Irish.
It's uber Irish.
It's over Irish. Uber?
Yeah,
Uber Irish.
Yeah. It's
I'm
beyond
spoiled.
Irish.
I live only about 20 miles from Bushmills Distillery, so if I want whiskey, that's where I go.
It's
You
beyond
like your
everything.
Bushmills, eh?
Aye, I do.
No
But only at
vodka,
Christmas and
I've
special
had
times
it,
of
but-
year. It's not the sort of thing you would drink every night, put it like that. Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy it, but
Get a little expensive.
very Irish.
it burns.
Whiskey.
Only once. Crow Creek Cryptids. What's up, Tony?
There's a way to cheat that. A friend of mine, she was telling me about their picklebacks. Have you ever heard of picklebacks?
No.
So you do a shot of the whiskey and then a shot of pickle juice right after that, and it really, you're just like, you have no idea.
Neutralizes it.
That you even
who
had
wants,
whiskey,
who wants
yeah.
to do that? You know, I mean, if you're
Sheath it.
drinking a good whiskey and you're gonna
That's
chase
true.
it with pickle juice.
Right. Yeah. If you have to chase it. Yeah. I like it straight if I ever drink it, but I don't drink it anymore. So,
Yeah, I don't.
boo.
Jay says I live 5 steps from my moonshine.
Nice.
Surprised you don't just park it next to the couch or to the recliner. It's where you live, no steps. Whisper from the dark. I'm stepping outside to smoke. I'll put my cell in my pocket so I can hear, but don't type anything funny. um,
Yeah. Moonshine's actually pretty good. I guess it
I had it
depends.
once in Tennessee. I did a roof job on a trailer, um, and the brother came over with a jar of moonshine. I was like, it was only like half, but
Mm.
yeah, it gets your attention and then loses it completely.
Yeah. Yeah. The first time I had it, I think it was at a whatever the race is
They call
down there.
moonshine.
A ghost walks into a bar. The bartender says, "Sorry, we don't serve spirits."
Boo.
Icon says pickle juice is better chaser for tequila. Called a Puerto
Interesting.
Rican whore.
It's a whore.
Whore.
It's a whore. That's right. That's
It
the more
is so
respectable way to
Jersey.
say it. A
So
whore.
Jersey.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's a hoa. Not a hoa. Yeah.
Michael says that's called a hog liquor.
He would know. Michael, get your ass up here and
No,
defend yourself. Just kidding. I
Oh
love you,
wait,
Michael.
Crow Creek. Wait a minute, I gotta go back and check on it.
over here they call moonshine poaching, and it's rough stuff. It blew your mind.
Oh, it's an art form over
Um,
here.
Yeah.
It's on
you
TV
know,
too.
they make it in stills,
I've never
illegally
done
in
it. I don't know
farms
how to
and
make
stuff.
moonshine.
But I remember my father worked in a laboratory for most of his working life. And whenever I was in my first year at secondary school, high school to you folks, and we got a question about distillation. So obviously my father being, a man that worked at a lab, I went home and I says, Dad, how would you do this? It was to do with how could you do distillation, with stuff you would find in the house. And he told me exactly how to do it, to build a still. And me being an innocent 11-year-old, wrote it all down, took it into the fucking, put the thing into the chemistry teacher, and he looked at the thing and says, how do you know how to do this? And I says, I asked my father. And he says, what does your father do? Oh, he's the lab manager in DuPont. They just put the thing, shut up. And then it took me years to realise, my father actually knew how to build a still. He grew up building bloody stills and things.
Sure. That's why he was the lab manager at DuPont. It's got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he had a good career out of it. And he worked with the Hypalon rubber folk. And some of the Hypalon rubber went into the booster rockets for the space shuttle. Believe it or not.
Pine Island Research. I put bourbon in a water bong once. After 3 balls, we did shots with it. Hashtag stoned for 3 days.
Mr. Lee's kind of guy.
Yeah, I can imagine that would burn.
It's not going to do you any good. That's for sure. It's not like
Maybe you could put
visiting
some
the
ice
health
in there,
spa.
too. Yeah.
All right, looks like that's what my problem was. I'm an idiot. My my laptop is a touchscreen. The monitor I'm using isn't. I'm like poking at the damn thing. I'm like, where's the mouse?
Bam, bam.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, shit.
Never work with children or animals.
Paramedic said Biden was
Like
hospitalized
animals.
today. He couldn't stop Putin. So stupid. That's ridiculous.
Ms. Dill says, Pine Island Research, you need to make a movie. Who's going to play him, though?
Tom Cruise.
No.
He's the right height.
Who can I see play? How do you know how tall Jeff is?
I've seen him on YouTube. He's only about this size.
Well, that's because it depends on the size of the screen, huh?
That's it. It's like I told you before about Mickey Mouse. And I seen Mickey Mouse on TV when I was growing up, and he was that size. This wee tiny weeny thing. I went to fucking Disneyland. The bastard was taller than me.
Scary
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
huh?
These great big ears too.
I remember that. Yeah, that's bullshit. Really.
I don't know if it's
And it
windy
won't
out
talk.
or if it's raining. I just hear this
And it doesn't
noise.
talk.
This is going to be loud. Hold on, let me close. It's wind.
Is it windy?
Pearl says, this is a strange bar. Hey, there's no cover charge. The band sucks, though.
Yeah, man.
Jukebox don't work.
That's right.
And, well, we don't serve spirits here. That's a good question, Mr. Lee. Derek, can you do an American accent?
I wish I could. I'd love to actually just break out and just do a Hollywood American accent. But I
Let's let
can't.
my dog out. She's crying. Can you hear her? I don't know.
Mr. Lee, can you do an American accent?
We'll never know, because Mr. Lee is a mysterious creature who never appears on a stream. Apart from the chat.
Nope. Probably never will. I even offered him a spot on the show. Little do a little British Bigfoot report. Only take 2 seconds.
I would
Hey,
only
say
take 2
anything?
seconds.
Nope.
There are no British Bigfoot. But anyway. God knows.
So, Mr. Lee
Do an
says,
English accent.
okay, he says he can do an American accent. Prove it.
Good for him.
That's all I'm
But
saying.
then, see, that's all right. You can say American accent, but I mean, America's a huge place. You know, I mean, every state, within
Yeah,
every
but
state, there's different accents.
no, but there
Like New
is.
York, and Jersey, and all that good stuff.
Well, there's different, from.
Christ, the people 15 miles over that mountain behind me talks different from me. So you're not telling me that the people in America, a 5,000-mile continent or whatever it is, all talk the same? Like, and I know
dude.
they don't.
No, it changes from
Region to
Minnesota
region.
down to Florida, and everywhere along the way, there's a little different flavor of accent.
Flavor. That's
But
good. That's
in
good.
general, to do an American accent, or to do an, you don't do a. It's just a general American. I don't know if that makes sense. You're not. You're
Generic.
eliminating all the local accents. It's just this. Yeah. Who does it? Who does it well?
Well, the thing I noticed anytime
Hugh
I
Laurie.
was in America, the thing I
Hugh
always
Laurie
noticed
does
was,
a good American accent on House.
generally speaking, Americans are so polite. That's the difference. I mean, you get the likes of me, I can't talk 3 words without swearing usually. But, you go to America and that's completely different. It's,
I don't
they're
know.
just
That's
so
usually me
polite.
too.
No, I go like 4 or 5 words before I
Yeah.
swear.
Yeah, yeah. That's true.
Just,
I've
we're
been
a little
trying to
more
get
reserved
back
that
with
way.
that though. I'm trying to chill back with that. I'm trying to chill
That's an
back
interesting
with that.
concept, Mr. Jeff. I think Mr. Lee should be your Ed McMahon and open the show for 5 minutes before introducing you. And here's most. Probably get a copyright strike for that.
God, man, wouldn't that be something?
For imitating Ed McMahon. Yeah.
Don't do it. Yeah, man. And then it's crazy, but like people can play games and there's no copyright strike for that, like playing a video game, on screen. How crazy is that?
I don't watch
I
them,
don't
so
know.
like I'd have to
I don't either. But
no, but I'd have to go look and see like go to someone's channel who's a gamer and see what the video is, but then go into the description and see what if there was anything that they had to put in there special to give credit,
right,
all the credits to the gaming, and, the manufacturer, whatever. Um,
right.
just curious about that. That's see
I
how
guess
they
they
get
just
away
sell
with
the
it.
game. There's you can't like you can't have copyright over a gameplay probably because they're all different. Like how can you say,
True. Yeah.
yeah,
No, it's not. Yeah, but
there's
it
no way.
is.
So they're like $55 a game.
I
I don't play them.
don't.
I just
I'm not a gamer. I would get addicted.
it's just over like the controllers, like the way that you can see. I have no I don't
No,
know.
there are some games out there I could see myself getting
Drive me
into, like
insane.
Red Dead Redemption,
I like pinball.
shit like that. Oh, pinball's fun, but I'm more into real games. Like I play billiards or pool.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
me
that.
too.
I love that.
And like car games too.
Can you hear that? It's garbage, right? It's a garbage can getting
I'm like
dragged to the
putting my
curb.
ear up to my microphone, like that's gonna help. I'm like, huh?
They're up here.
Right?
I can't hear myself.
What?
No, I prefer shit like that.
Yeah,
Darts,
dude.
bar
There is
game.
there's a farmer's market up the road, and they have an amazing arcade. We're gonna go there tomorrow because my son's off school tomorrow. Oh man, it's great. They have so many pinball machines, and I kick ass at pinball. So you get like free games. You know when like it knocks at the
Sure,
end, and you're like, "Yep,
sure.
got that free game."
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Hit all the
oh man, it's
specials
just
and
so much
get a
fun.
free
Yeah.
ball or yeah.
Yeah. Right. Multiple balls, whatever. I
Multi
love it.
ball.
Multi ball. Multi ball. It's a spicy multi ball.
No, there
Yeah.
was some. It was funny because when I was a kid, they built a church around the corner, and it was a Catholic church, St. Martha's. But they put a game room in it, so there were 3 pool tables and one, two, 4 or 5 pinball machines, and maybe
Nice.
it was just around where like Space Invaders, the arcade size, version, was coming out. So, but yeah, I loved pinball when I was a
Nice.
kid,
Yeah.
and I learned how to play pool
I still do.
in a Catholic church.
Yeah, I think my mom showed me how to play billiards and pinball. She liked that shit too.
Hmm.
Not in a church. But that's fun. They should have that shit for all kids.
Well, no, it was cool. Is like I picked it up quick as a kid.
Right.
So when my dad would come down like every other weekend, whenever he had us, or if we'd go up, 2 weeks during summer to his house, um, there were times, say we were at the Moose Lodge, or
Yeah.
and they had a pool table. Nobody expected the little kid, to be able to shoot pool. you know,
Did you use the
so
big stick or the little stick?
the big stick,
Nice.
but
That's
it
cool.
was funny because I would make shots or whatever, and they were just like, "Holy shit, Russ, what's up with your son?"
Right. That's
Who taught
cool.
this kid how to play? And he didn't know I could play.
That is impressive. Your dad didn't.
Oh, well, Mr. Lee, how do we find that out? I bet I can beat your ass
Seriously.
at pool, Mogs. Yes, I can. And that's the thing is, I'll play anybody. I don't, you have to play people who are better than you in order to get better.
It's
You
very
know,
true. Yeah, and you have to play the table with like the tight pockets. The what is it, the 7 foots and then the 9 foots, or 6 foot and then 8 foot. I can't remember. Six
yeah,
and eight.
but you're not guaranteed tight pockets. That's usually on the person who puts that table together.
Yeah.
I used to work at a pool hall. I managed
Hmm.
it. Um, so you can, like, I know somebody who made specific tight pockets, really
Right.
tight pockets on a table, just because that's
It's
how they
hard.
wanted to.
They're hard to play.
But it gets your game on.
Well, right.
It makes you
It
better.
makes you better, right? Yeah. Yeah, after you get to a certain point, it's time to go to the tight pockets.
Stevie, big stick or little stick? That's what she said or asked.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, yeah, when you're a kid, it's hard to wield a full size pool cue. So
Right. I mean, they do have lighter weight ones, but
pool sucks, snooker is better. LOL.
yeah, I don't like
That's
snooker.
another. That's like shooting at a goddamn
I don't like
football
snooker.
field.
Yeah.
Snooker tables are huge, and
Hmm.
those are known for tight pockets.
Who likes sloppy
Sloppy
pockets?
pockets. So that at the
Nobody
same
likes
time,
sloppy pockets.
when I say tight pockets, people, it means the gap that there we go again
Don't even. You
between
don't
the
even.
rails. Between the rails, um, sometimes they're closer than normal or further away, and it's harder to make a shot. So we're getting there. Flat Rock, what's up?
Yeah. 7 foot or 9 foot.
Crow Creek says snooker first, then you're better at pool. Well, play pool on a regulation, a big table, in a pool hall, and then go play on a bar table. You feel like a god.
Yeah, it's true. Sometimes it's harder though on the smaller tables when you're used to playing on the big ones. It's just, yeah,
It's all the same angles.
yeah,
It's all the same. It's just a little smaller.
right.
You're a little closer,
A little
but
less momentum.
but when you're going for longer shots, it just seems easier. It's like
It's true.
it's weird.
Yeah, no, yeah. For the longer shots, it definitely is.
Tighter, not closer. Well, that's how I was trying to explain tight pockets, but yeah.
That the rails are closer together, right?
Well, yeah, between the pockets, you know, the left side of the pocket and the right side of the pocket,
It's
you
harder
can
to get
move
that
them
bad
away.
boy in.
So,
It's true.
huh?
I said it's harder to get that bad boy in
Mm-hmm.
the ball.
I love pool. I've taught it. It's just I love that game, and I haven't played it in a while. I played on a league and found out I was a sore sport, a bad loser, and I stopped playing. I was captain of the team, and I fucking threw a hissy fit because my team fucked up. Yeah, I didn't handle it well, so
That
I
was
immediately
it.
finished that season. And I was like, okay, guys, I'm out. It was stupid. I was like, what the fuck was
Yeah,
that
but
about?
it's a lot of pressure, though. It's a lot of pressure
Well,
when you have
five
to like
people
deal
on the
with other
team, and I'm the
people
only
too.
one that won my match.
Right.
And it's like everybody just fell apart. And these are
Yeah, if
good
you're
shooters.
carrying a team, it's not going to be good for you.
No, they were good shooters. Yes, a hissy fit, Stevie,
Yeah.
a hissy fit,
All right. Well,
a tantrum.
yeah, tantrum,
Yeah, it was more of a
all that.
tantrum. So did Derek like fall asleep? Is he
I can
down
only
for the night
imagine.
here or what?
I don't
It's
know, but what is his avatar? Is that like beer taps or something?
super drunk. I can't tell what it is. Hold on. Let's where is it?
Ketchup? Is it ketchup? ketchup and it's like a diner ketchup,
Hold on here.
salt and pepper. It's ketchup, salt and pepper, and beer.
Oh, okay. I couldn't tell if it was a person, like in a costume. That's why I had to enlarge it. I was like, what the hell am I looking at?
Yeah, I couldn't tell at first either. It's a
Man,
restaurant
how
for
the hell do I
sure.
get
There's
him
two
off
beers
screen?
there. Hmm.
Well, you know what? I'm going to take him off because I don't believe he's still awake. Derek, if you're there, thanks for coming on, buddy.
Icon.
He's somewhere, but
Icon said he fell over
Hey.
pissing in the sink.
I, for fuck's sake, they cut me off.
The accent.
He's still
He's got a
backstage
good
in case
accent.
he shows up.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
Looks like the back end of a goat. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Mr. Lee's
Really?
probably right. He passed out.
Yeah.
That's all good.
What time is it there?
I don't know. I have so many. It's like going on 11.
In Ireland?
Oh, and where he is?
Yeah. In Ireland?
I don't know. It's 11 here. It's 1 o'clock on the East Coast. Add another 7 hours. Somewhere around 7 hours. It's early in the morning.
Right on.
No, I'm serious. It's probably. I know it's like 6 hours to Italy.
Right,
I don't
right.
know how Europe is set up. Didn't study that
I know
map.
the UK is like
Yeah, I was
5
right.
hours.
It's 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Or
Right
Mr.
on.
Lee says.
6 a.m.
Snake walks into a bar. The bartender says, "How the fuck did you do that?"
How did you walk in? That's a good one.
That is. I like that one. Thanks, Overbelt.
The last two were great.
I think I missed the last one.
The first one I didn't understand.
No, I got to scroll back and find the last one.
Yeah, it's near 1 here. Yeah, on the East Coast. East Coast. Did you hear that? Coast. It's so Jersey. East Coast, man. Let me get a hoagie. Bring it home.
See, I don't think I ever called it a hoagie.
Get on my phone. What'd you call
It's
it?
more
Sub?
of a probably a Philly thing or certain parts of Jersey. Yeah, it was a sub.
Yeah.
Sub.
Everybody else calls it a sub too.
Yeah.
I don't know where the hoagie came from, but
No, it's been around probably
it's
just
a
as long.
hoagie.
Yeah. My favorite sub place, ironically enough, is Jersey Mike's.
Yeah.
Well, I used to go to the original one because the
What's
original
the
one was in
place that's
Point
in
Pleasant, New Jersey.
not Tabernacle, but is it Tabernacle? It's on the way to the shore. Oh, what is that deli? I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, I have no idea.
It's like some type of Pine Barrens deli. I'll remember it. But that's got the best ones. There's a lot of good places around here. Coffee.
Stevie B's. Well, she heard me
Coffee.
say that every damn day for the past for 3 months.
Let me get a coffee.
Coffee.
Let me get a coffee.
Coffee.
Yeah. Yeah, hoagie. Man, I want one too.
A Captain Nemo's hoagie from where? Oh, come on, guys, you're killing me. Oh, wait. For fuck's sake.
For fuck's sake.
Sorry, Derek, you weren't there for a
Sorry
while,
about that.
so we.
No, don't worry about it. I had to do a wee job, but everything's fine. I'm at my mother's house and I got a wee phone call to say there was baller down at the flat, so I had to scoot down and check, but everything's fine. False alarm.
I think I
No,
tried
the
scooting
flat's
back.
in the bar. The flat's
what?
in the bad part of town.
Oh, okay. Didn't
Flat,
you
I
get
don't know.
robbed?
There was
not
a
too long ago?
ruckus.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember you telling us that. Like you got robbed one night.
There can be rascality, shall we say.
Dang. You got
Rascality.
robbed. Scoundrels.
No, like they broke into his flat.
That's not cool.
Oh, and the best that was about a month ago now. They moved the flat. There's 4 flats in a row. I'm on the 2nd floor, and the one beside me is designated as emergency housing. And obviously, you're getting people that's been left out of prison and things like that there, and most of them's all right, and well, they're all right for the first couple of weeks. And then they start going in the drinking drugs and getting a bit hectic.
Yeah.
But a few weeks ago, the guy next door, he was, just released from prison. I knew to look at him because the clothes that they're wearing. They come back and they have this grey tracksuit sort of thing in a wee paper bag, with their stuff in it. And everything was fine for the first 2 or 3 weeks. And then he had people in with him. And I heard a noise outside, so I went out, opened the door. And there's this young girl, early 20s. And she was lying on the balcony, sitting crying and, obviously upset. So I rang the police. I rang the ambulance first, actually. And then I rang the police. And they says, oh, don't you get involved or whatever? But I said, she's in the flat. I took her in out of the cold, because this was February. The snow was in the ground and all that there. I said, but I'm standing at my doorway with the door open. I said, get you down here as fast as you can. So they came down, they talked to the wee girl. But she'd been taking drugs. And they didn't care about that. All they wanted to do was get her home safe. But then because she'd been taking drugs, she didn't want to say anything in case she got herself into trouble. And that was all right. And then my mother took unwell. So I went up with her for a few days, came back down, and at the gable end of the flats, Derek McManus is a bastard. He talks to the police, sprayed in blue paint. And you're like, right, that's what you're up against. You find a young girl sitting there crying.
Well, you
try and do your best for her.
Yeah.
And then some other scumbag because you phoned the police. I mean,
listen, dude, you did the right thing. I
phoned the ambulance first, but the ambulance phoned the police. But what can you do?
What you did. That's all you can do.
Yeah, you did it.
Oh, well, my conscience is clear. I don't care. And the best it is, they sprayed it in the wall of the woman down below, Joanne Anderson. And me and her don't get on. Never really did. So I just laugh because I come past her. I say, oh, your flat's all sprayed with my name, Joanne.
Jeff says, Derek has one of those accents you imagine saying, so how long has it been since your last confession?
Jeff, I'm Church Ireland. We don't do confession.
Yeah, it's the Catholics.
The Papists.
I have no comment.
Oh, don't get me started.
Yeah.
Northern Ireland, Protestants and Catholics, oh my God. We did fight with each other for 30 years over slight differences in a Christian religion.
You think?
Yeah.
I was raised Protestant, but I was married in a Catholic church. See how that went.
I honestly don't care. My flat is literally 200 meters from the chapel, and I know Father McKinley. Though I always call him Padre just to wind him up. But I mean, if I can't be bothered to walk to my church, I just go into the chapel. Because apart from, the Roman Catholic Church in Ireland venerates the saints and, Mary a bit more than, the Church of Ireland would. But apart from that, it's basically the same service.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Catholic high school, and it was just out of hand. I don't know.
But did you have to wear the wee uniform?
Yeah.
Of course.
That's the only good thing about Catholic.
I knew he was going to go there.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, everybody has to wear a freaking uniform in Catholic school.
I get a free pass on that because I grew up in Great Britain and St. Trinian's movies are a thing. And if you haven't seen a St. Trinian's movie, Google it.
Yeah.
It's been a constant since after the war. Naughty schoolgirls and pinafores and stockings and stuff.
Let me check it out. Hold on.
You know you're going to end up on a fucking porn network, right?
No. They did a crappy remake of it 20 years ago, but the originals are the best.
I'll have to go incognito.
The Trinians and the Great Train Robbery.
Wait, what was it called again?
No, just Google Centrinians.
All right.
Centrinians.
ST, full stop, well, period, as you say, and then capital T, RANIANS. It was a series of movies post-war in Britain,
Saint.
but it was about naughty schoolgirls. There, Mr. Lee Through was backing me up.
There you go.
A Welshman died at the weekend.
Stevie B, Google. Google.
The way he wanted comfortably in his
Google.
sheep.
Hold on. I'm gonna Google it.
No, well, I know a guy at work.
Oh wait,
coming over to Glen Shane Pass.
Is this right? Saint Trinians?
Yeah.
Okay,
I Saint Trinians, yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
Well, there's this pause in there, dude.
Yeah, it looks like a soap opera or something.
I thought it was like, never mind. How I spelt it in my head was not that. It's not what I heard.
Yeah.
They say Google, Google again real quick. Derek, say Google.
Google.
Stevie
Not
wanted to hear
Google.
it.
Google.
68 here tomorrow.
Google it, son. Google it.
Nature was bipolar.
Google it.
Yeah, it's been rainy and cold here too, Tony. I don't even want to touch that one.
No, I was wondering about that myself. STDs. Well, they do say pregnancy is a sexually transmitted disease.
Well, something does grow inside of you.
And it haunts you for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I guess it sticks with you. It's like herpes. No.
What's the difference between love and herpes? Herpes lasts forever.
Forever, yeah. It popped into my head just as
No,
you were
my
about to say it.
dad told me that joke. My dad told me that joke. Yeah. Google it.
My Madeline, that's the one after the twins. And like, whenever we don't get me wrong, Maddie was unplanned, if you know what I mean, love baby and all that there. But me and her mother was saying, "Oh, we've a twins, we'll be fine. You know, we've twin daughters." And then Maddie came along. She was more brother than the two of them put together. Still is. I met her there. She's got a job up in Derry working for Sky TV, you know, the phone centre.
Right on.
I met her one morning coming off the bus. It was a Saturday morning. And she'd obviously went out with her friends after work. And she was absolutely fucking, walk of shame, monkeyed. And I went to go and speak to her and she didn't even recognise me. That's how bad she was. So chip off the old block, like. Right. Then she went and got a bloody tattoo here. And tattoo a butterfly here in her arm. And I was like, don't get me wrong, I have tattoos, but I have tattoos where you can't see them. And I was like, for fuck's sake, Maddie, what did you get that there for?
Altar boy asks how he knew how many prayers to make someone say for a sin. Priest says it depends on the sin. Boy asks, well, what you get for a blowjob? Priest says 2 Snickers and a Coke. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have fucking read that one, but that's funny. On that note.
That went over my head.
And on that bombshell.
That went over my head.
This is the only joke that Stevie claims to know. What's the difference between boogers and broccoli? Kids will eat boogers.
Yeah.
Sad but true.
Strange enough, the one about my son, his favorite food is broccoli. What? Broccoli and eggs.
The guy with the no arms, no legs, and he goes to the beach, whenever in the sunny weather to get a bit of tan or whatever. And there's this girl walking past in a bikini, and she looks over and she sees him, and she comes over and says, "Have you ever been hugged?" And he says, "No." And he starts to get excited, so she gives him a hug and walks away. And then a wee while later, another girl walks past in her bikini, and she sees this guy, and she comes over and says, You ever been kissed? And he says, no, no. And he's getting all excited. She gives him a kiss and then walks on. A wee while later, another girl walks past. And she walks up and she says, you ever get fucked? And he's getting really excited now. And the woman says, well, you're fucked now because the tide's coming in.
And she just left him there, limbless. The end.
Well, there's another punchline where she picks him up, throws him in the water. It
That's
says
what I
there,
thought.
now
Yeah,
you're
that was
fucked.
the one. And now you're
Yeah.
fucked. Right.
And what's the one about the Eskimos' car breaks down? And he calls the AA to come out and fix it. So he comes out and he pops the bonnet and looks on her and he says, it looks like you're blowing a sail. The Eskimo says, no, that's just frost in my moustache.
He said blew a seal. No, we're good. Till's like, we're going off the rails again. No, actually, we're gonna wrap
Not a
this up.
seal. Yeah.
Mr. Lisa's broccoli is poison.
In what
It's good
sense?
for you. It's full of vitamins and iron.
Yeah.
Vitamins?
Vitamins.
That's what I thought he said.
Well, what do you say?
No,
Vitamins?
broccoli and bacon
Yeah,
is
we're
banging.
Americans.
And raisins.
You're right, Stevie.
Broccoli
It's
lasts
1-11.
forever too. In the Falklands War, that was the last vegetable they were eating.
Broccoli?
You know, from the cold stores. It deteriorates a lot slower than most other vegetables, apparently. Another useless
Hang on,
fact.
and are you saying it needs saving?
What?
No, we're gonna wrap this up anyway. I don't mean to cut you off, Derek or Amy.
No.
But yeah, we're over 2 hours, and
Yeah,
I'm
ready for
just
bed too.
it's getting
I'll
cold
see
in
you.
here, and I'm getting uncomfortable because my back hurts. I
It's a
haven't
good chill
figured out
vibe,
this
though.
this studio yet. I keep changing shit. Derek, thank you so much for coming on, man. I appreciate it.
My pleasure, as always. Thanks for
All right.
having me.
Oh, my
Yeah.
pleasure. I'm gonna put you backstage. If you want to hang out, it's up to you. Talk to you in a minute. Amy, thank you.
Yes.
And Amy number 2, thank you for coming on earlier.
Wherever she is. Yeah.
So
Yeah, awesome.
so
Thanks
now
for
you're
having me.
back on the air or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I thought you
Tomorrow
said that.
night. Tomorrow night. So the strike was Thursday to Thursday. So yeah. Yeah, I'm stoked.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
promote your show real quick.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow night on Wagon 11.3, I will be doing sort of like a PM show, but it'll be my first show back since my community guideline strike. So, yeah, definitely 9 p.m. Eastern on my channel.
Very
Be
good.
there just so we can catch up. I feel like I've been gone for a while, so yeah.
You've got a lot to say.
I do. I have a lot to say. And yeah, I just want to catch up. I mean, I haven't been paying enough
Sure,
attention
I
to stuff
would.
either, you know?
Yeah, it's.
Gotta see
I
what's
couldn't
up.
imagine like if I just disappeared for a week. People be like, "What? WTF?"
Right. Right.
Like, I
Right.
slid that in there.
Right. But I'm saying like I haven't been doing enough even, research on the stuff I was talking about. I've been out of the loop. So I'm like reeling it back in. So
You'll get
I'm
there.
excited about that. Yeah. Totally.
Come on.
But yeah.
All right, I'm gonna put you backstage. Again, thank you so much.
Yes. And don't forget Hiveless B Saturday night game night as well.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. That's gonna be
What's
fun.
what's he playing? Is he doing a Trivia Pursuit again?
The pub quiz, Trivial Pursuit, Pictionary, Mad Libs, all that. Yeah, it's fun.
Check it out.
Good old time.
Hiveless B, Saturday night.
hmm
What time?
Usually like 8:30 Eastern. Yeah. So yeah, check it out.
How does a Welshman find a sheep in a long dress? Very satisfying.
I don't even get. I'm gonna have to look up Welshmen. They must be all sheep herders or something. That was like
Where
the
men are men
third
and
sheep
sheep are scared.
Welshman joke.
Sort of
Yeah.
like if you states in this country.
Does he run like a Welshman?
I don't know. All right.
Yeah.
Let me get out of here.
All right.
Thanks again.
Have a
Good
good
night.
one.
You
Good
too.
night.
Another one in the books, guys. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. I hope you had a good time. If you did, be sure to hit that like button below. Show your love. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe, share. I don't think a lot of people share. I don't share. Don't know why. But yeah, if you want to donate to the channel, you'll find a PayPal link in the description below, and also on my page in the lower right-hand corner of the banner. So, all right, guys. Oh, wow, it's Thursday, so I won't see you guys until Tuesday, but I know I'll see you in chat somewhere. I'm always whoring around. Until then, you guys have a great night. Peace and God bless. Got to hit the button. I'm just hitting the wrong button.